Greetings, citizens. Failure to report here. So, CIG put out a hotfix to make 3.0 gameplay a lot more stable, improve server performance, and to fix the mobi-glass cycling issue, allegedly. So, I figured, hey, fair is fair. Let's give them another chance to win me over. So, let's jump back into this mess and see what shakes loose, shall we? So, I've spawned into Port Olisar and noticed that there was zero falling through my bed and no clipping through the station floor. I didn't get stuck in my HAB rental room this time by the door that refused to open, so that was great. With butter smooth frames, I made my way to the ship terminal, spawned my sleek new ride that CIG was gracious enough to loan me. Um, Everything seems to be functioning properly, so let's get this train rolling. So I'm sitting here in my Origin 600i loaner that CIG was letting Ultra Concierge level 21 streamers use, and I have to say, the design style they went for with this thing is absolutely amazing. I know I talked a lot of shit about the 600i concept, but after getting my hands on this thing, I have to say, CIG knew what they were doing, and when they sold us a ship that shirked off the weight of function for form and luxury, it was for our own good. If getting my hands on this ship has done anything so far, it's made me want to spend more money at the anniversary sale. I mean, I am ready to go. Hammerhead, buying it. Hawk, buying it. I can't wait to see what else CIG has for me to spend money on. Now, I apologize if I'm coming off as a bit of a used car salesman for CIG. I swear, it's not my intention, but man, does this ship look incredible. And speaking of incredible, holy crap, the redesign of Port Olisar is amazing. I love what they've done to the place. Like, the recessed hangar, that's just so fucking cool. And the whole, like, spherical, cylindrical space station vibe they've got going here, just, it's amazing. Like, you can look up and see all the other landing pads above you. It's just, I'm really blown away, honestly. I didn't think a hotfix would really do this much for 3.0's PTU build, but I'm honestly shocked right now. I feel like an asshole for talking shit about the build earlier. So right off the bat, one of the first things I'm noticing is the frames are butter smooth. I'm not having issues with controlling my ship anymore, where I go to make a small input and due to the frame stutter and the server performance, it overcorrects in one direction and I'm panicking as it suddenly jerks off. So I have to overcorrect in the other and it turns into just this never ending battle of trying to fucking get your ship to do what you want it to. I don't have that issue anymore. I mean, it's smooth turning, no complaints there. It's super easy to see where I'm quantum traveling to again. I like that. Um, I'm just really impressed so far. I know I said that 2.6 flight model was the worst that Star Citizen could get, and then 3.0 blew me away, and I was like, holy shit, please go back. Clearly, CIG is listening because this is just incredible. I mean, look at this. Jumping is so much smoother now. I don't know what to say. Crap, sorry guys, I keep getting distracted. Okay, so we finished our jump here, and I'm going to go ahead and use the newly implemented scanning function to find my mission target on the moon of Daymar. So, alright, we've gone ahead and got our mission update on where on the planet surface it is. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. Alright, we've got Daymar locked in. Let's go ahead and head out there and see what kind of trouble we can get into in the verse. And you know, while we're heading out there, just really quick, I want to say kudos to Chris Roberts and CIG. You guys were really quick to jump on feedback with the mobi-glass. It functions a lot smoother now. It's easy to navigate. I mean, I can do it with one finger, boom, boom, done. Uh, no, no complaints. I mean, wow, you guys really. I didn't think the mobi-glass was ever going to be optimizable because it was just such a clusterfuck in the initial 3.0 release, but man, now it feels butter smooth. Easy to navigate. It looks fine. I mean, even the heads-up display on the ship, right? I don't know if this is an exclusive thing with the 600i because it's a future ship that isn't out to the general public yet, but look at that. My whole HUD is readily available in front of me. I can read it all clearly. All the information is right at the, right in the front and center of my screen. And even the cockpit, like they clearly taken design input from the community. I can see everything around me. I can look around my surroundings easily. I'm really impressed. I didn't think that 3.0 was gonna change my mind, but it's looking like it might. The other thing that's really refreshing is that it's nice to see a build that delivered in Star Citizen with all the promised features. Especially, after we've had to defend CIG from the goons and all those guys for so long because, CIG constantly had to drop things out of the build. They had to delay 3.0 by a year. Um, and it's just, oh man, it's so vindicating to have 3.0 drop with all the planned content and so well optimized. Clearly, it should be a public release any day now. The PTU is obviously just to stress the servers because they needed more than 1,000 Evocati players to do that to see how 3.0 would handle under the pressure of 50 people. So now we have the PTU launch and it's looking great. So it should be no time at all before I foresee 3.0 going to full release. Oh man, I know Moosepeed and I went to Daymar already in the Connie when we crashed because it ran out of fuel that we couldn't see with the bad HUD coloring. But you know, it feels like the first time right now. I'm just, oh god, it's so nice like having this feeling of like smooth gameplay and flying up on this planet right now. I'm blown away. This was the feeling that I was hoping I was going to have the first time I played 3.0 and the first time I landed on a planet. And now that I'm getting it, I'm just like, holy shit, it's real. All that money that we pledged for the dream, and it's finally paying off. Like, if this doesn't shut the goons up, I don't know what would. Clearly, they're just obsessed to the point that they'd go shoot up a church or a theater or something, like mentally disturbed if they can't accept that, hey, 3.0 has fucking delivered. Oh god, it feels so good coming into Atmo right now. Like I whew, gonna need a minute. One of the other things I really like so far with this hotfix is that they got rid of the terrible like buoy system where you like mini quantum traveled point to point around the planet, even though there was nothing underneath the buoy, and they changed it to where you manage your own, uh, cruising speed and enter the planet in a decent amount of time based on your skill at navigating the planet. Right, like somebody else who's a lot better at flying than me can probably get in to this mission objective a lot faster than me. Whereas I don't feel like I'm instantly handicapped, right? I don't feel like I'm being micromanaged, and it's living up to that whole pitch that Chris Roberts made, where everything in Star Citizen was going to depend on your own skill and not some arbitrary mechanic or skill tree. It's just wow, man, it's so fucking cool to see them evolve this build that fast. And touchdown. Oh, God. Alright, time to use this new Origin Rover we got with the 600i. As you can kind of see, the cargo bay is literally just big enough to fit the Rover. But again, I feel like luxury is worth the price of not being able to really carry anything else except for the Rover. And it's an exploration ship. It's not like you need to bring anything back with you or anything like that. I'm just here to explore. I've got the trusty Rover. That's all I need in this verse. So we'll go ahead and roll up to this little outpost here and see what's what. So it's looking like we might see some combat for doing this mission objective. So I'm going to go ahead and use the new AI pilot module and send my ship out of here because there's no way I can kill that anti-air defense turret in time once shit goes down. So rather than watch my brand new 600i get blown up, I'm going to go ahead and send that bad boy out. It's just really impressive that the AI subsumption is getting to where it's going. I'm just every day blown away more and more by how much CIG has progressed for an alpha game that's 6 years in development. When you look at other studios like AAA studios that have been making titles that are many years in development here. Like a lot of the examples you see people using are studios that have gone through like publisher changes or studios being gutted and then having the product handed off to another studio, but still, for what Star Citizen started out as and with the budget that it had, it's still really impressive where they've managed to get in so little time too. Oh man, did you guys hear that explosion? Wow. Like the sound is so fucking good compared to what I'm used to in previous builds of Star Citizen. Like, oh, that's a huge step up from like the cheesy, low effort boom noise that I'm used to hearing when I'm in Port Olisar and somebody's ship explodes. That was really cool. I strongly encourage people to go back and replay that. Alright, so I think we're far enough away. Let's go ahead and call our 600i back and get the fuck off of Daymar. We've hacked the signal node and gotten the data we came for. Oh, there's our baby. One of the other things you might have noticed is, as you can see, the ship skin system is in, and I'm rocking the Midnight Black for my 600i, which I think looks very impressive. let's go ahead and make sure we're good to go here. Oh, I'm kind of worried we got a little close when the ship came back down. Yep, too close. Too close. Yep, we're getting fired on. Alright, let's go ahead and get away from that outpost a little bit more so the anti-air turret doesn't shred us. And then we can go vertical and get the fuck out of this planet. Moon. Not planet. Right. And away we go! You know, I get it now. After playing this build, I totally understand how people can defend Star Citizen and go, oh, well, there's nothing else out there like it. No other game has the planned features that are being planned to be developed for this game. I used to think it was like crazy to use arguments that depended on features and mechanics of the game that have yet to be more than a boardroom brainstorming session, much less active development or implementation. But after playing this new 3.0 build, I totally get it. CIG has proven once more that they can take a far-fetched dream and make it a reality with 3.0. There were so many haters and goons lined up waiting to point out all the things promised that didn't make it into the game, but instead CIG not only delivered a smooth running product, but they managed to get it out early and conveniently just in time for the anniversary sale. Now when the 3.0 build goes live, I can use all the new ships I'm buying this week immediately, and I think that's pretty darn cool. So yeah, I get it now. If I've learned anything from the 3.0 PTU release, it's to stop doubting Christ Roberts. I used to throw shade at CIG all the time for business practices that felt dishonest, feature creep that never ended. But after seeing the quality of a product that they are capable of landing, I get it now. I'm ready to sign up. I'm ready to become an unofficial spokesperson for CIG and Star Citizen just like Board Gamer. And you can be damn sure I will deliver the same quality of unbiased purchase confirmation you've come to expect from those channels as well. I'm FailureToReport, and I have to say, my time spent playing the game to make this video was the most fun I've ever had in Star Citizen.